Thank you, appreciate it. Cheers, Catherine. Thank you, Jeremy. Today, Thursday, 22nd of August, 2019. Now, this is the day before the slow start of the second summer. Here we are, live till 5.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Drop top Porsche, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like hey. Flexing on the gram like hey. Hit the Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping and finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you off. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blame it on my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut the shit down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Now slow it down for me, baby. 'Cause I love the way it feels when we grind. Yeah, our connection's so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight. We're now walking with you. I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blame it on my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut the shit down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Fellas, grab your ladies if your lady fine. Tell her she don't want for life. Ladies, grab your
Oh, this is a tune. Big energy. I love it. Bruno Mars, Cardi B, Finesse. You're hanging on BBC Radio 2.
Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Don't it feel so good to be us? Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Yeah, girl, we got it going on. Yeah, we got it going on.
Now, hands up if you got some good GCSEs then. Excellent. I'm glad. Good one.
It don't make no
What else? Hands up for catching up with old school friends. Perhaps a visit, perhaps a reunion. It's a good thing, it's a good thing. And of course, hands up for a great weekend away, perhaps near the sea. Perhaps starting tomorrow night. Maybe travelling through the night to avoid the traffic. What do you say?
Are you drunk enough? Now to judge what I'm doing. Are you high enough to skills that I'm ruined? 'Cause I'm ruined. Is it late enough for you to come and stay over? 'Cause we're free to love, so tease me. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything.
Tonight,
Magic is in the air, there ain't no science here, so come get your everything.
tonight,
I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything.
tonight.
Magic is in the air. There ain't no science here, so come get your everything tonight.
You acting tonight?
Is it loud or no? 'Cause my body is calling for you, calling for you. I need someone to do the things that I do. I'm here now, energy's taking control. I'm speeding up, my heartbeat's dancing alone. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything
Tonight?
Magic is in the air. There ain't no science here, so come get your everything
Tonight?
I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything
Tonight?
Magic is in the air. There ain't no science here, so come get your everything
Tonight?
tonight.
You acting tonight?
'Cause I need a green light, day and night, say that you're mine. 'Cause I need your green light, day and night, say that you're mine.
Shall we all pump up together? Here we go. Stand by.
Say that
2, 3, 4. Pum, 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 pum.
I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything.
There's Promises, Calvin Harris, Sam Smith.
Magic is in
BBC
the
Radio
air.
2.
There ain't no
Well, the
science
weather
here,
warm and sunny for the southeast of England, cloudy and not as warm for the rest of the UK, with rain across much of Scotland. High temperature 24 in Ipswich. Tonight, cloudy with more rain for Scotland, some mist or fog patches for southern England. Any rain should clear, leaving a mainly fine and dry day. Tomorrow, this is now, Friday. The best of the sunshine will be across southern and eastern England. I've got a more comprehensive report, weather report for you for the next 3 days coming later. Which obviously you need. Lights on tonight, Edinburgh 8:33, in London 8:09, in Belfast 8:40, Cardiff 8:21. The pollen count is low. So if you want to get in touch, that would be great. Here's the details.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
And tell us what you're doing today and what your plan is over the next 3 days. Once again, that's steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, and tweet at BBC Radio 2. Big show on the air, Stevie Wonder, Do I Do.
When I see you on the street, my whole body gets weak. When you stand in the crowd, your love talks to me so loud. Girl, do I do what you do? When I do my love to you. When I hear you on the phone, your sweet sexy voice turns my ear all the way on. Just a mention of your name seems to drive my head insane. Girl, do I do what you do? When I do my love to you, baby. Yes, I got some candy kisses for your lips. Yes, I got some honeysuckle chocolate dripping kisses full of love for you. Yes, I got some candy kisses for your lips. Yes, I got some honeysuckle chocolate dripping kisses full of love for you. My life has been waiting for your love. My arms have been waiting for your love to arrive. My heart has been waiting, my soul anticipating your love, love, love. From the time that I awake, I'm imagining the good love that we'll make. If to me, if I can do all this, well, just imagine how it's gonna feel when we hug and kiss. Sugar, do I do what you do when I do my love to you? Alright. Yes, I got some candy kisses for your lips. Yes, I got some honeysuckle chocolate dripping kisses full of love for you. Yes, I got some candy kisses for your lips. Yes, I got some honeysuckle chocolate dripping kisses full of love for you. My life has been waiting for your love. My arms have been waiting for your love to arrive. My heart has been waiting, my soul anticipating your love, your love, your love, 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 love. Oh, I don't care how long it might take, 'cause I know the woman for me you I'll make. And I will not deny myself the chance of being part of what feels like the right romance. Girl, do I do what you do when I do my love?
Do I do? Stevie Wonder. Oh, yeah. 2:16 in Great Britain, BBC Radio 2. Menorca.
Yes,
It's sunny and a high of 28 today if you're going there. If you're going to Rhodes, it's a bit of cloud there, but mainly sunny. High temperature 30 and getting hotter for the weekend. Very hotter. Kos is sunny and a gentle breeze and 33. Magaluf is sunny, light winds and 30. Disneyland Paris. If you're going there, it's sunny and only 22. That's where Boris is, isn't it? Larnaca, Cyprus, clear, sunny and 33 and getting hotter over the next couple of days. Now you're up to date.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
When you grow up, live like a good boy oughta. And your mama takes a shot and put their son. Something different. All the girls that seem to like you.
It's your sisters. Take your mama for a ride. Ahoy there. Shout out to Tell, working on his little Renault in Silverstone. All the best from Jim and Thomas. Afternoon, Stephen Team on holiday in England from Northern Ireland and loving the English weather. I'm really currently travelling along the south coast from Gosport to Bristol. Looking forward to the entertainment. Entertainment, we got it. That's from Nina, Simon, Elijah and Ezra. Thank you. What is it?
I don't know about you, but I can't remember what I was going to say now.
If you're abroad, listening to The Big Show on your mobile, if you have the data and BBC Sounds, and you can find us, make contact.
BBC Radio 2, live in Hyde Park. Another star-studded lineup for our festival in a day.
You guys ready for a party?
Taking to the stage Clean Bandit, Simply Red, Kelsey Ballerini, Bananarama, Emily Sandé, Status Quo, Westlife, and our headline act, Pet Shop Boys. BBC Radio 2, live in Hyde Park on Sunday the 15th of September. Tickets are on sale now. Find out how to buy yours at the Radio 2 website.
It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. I got my mind made up and my high heels on. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. You said if you left, I'd be laid up in a bed of tears. I'd be going crazy, 'cause without you, baby, I'd be sad and lonely around here. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. I got my mind made up, got my high heels on. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. No, it wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. I know you told my friends I won't find another man like you. Ooh, but no one's gonna hold me, no one's gonna love me, nothing like the way you do. Oh, it wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. I got my mind made up and my high heels on. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. No, it wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. You've been too busy talking to even see me walking. It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much. Yeah, it wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong. I got my mind made up and my high heels on. It wouldn't take much to prove you wrong.
I would describe this as rocking.
Take much to prove you wrong.
Cheryl Crow, Stephen Hicks, Maren Morris, Prove You Wrong. Steve, can you please give a shout out to our colleague Matt and his girlfriend Emma? Listen to this. It's Matt's last day at work today, as the two of them are going to travel the world for 6 months. That's fabulous. All the best from Sam and the rest of the team at Activation in Bristol. You got it. So here's our forecast I promised you. So weekend heatwave forecast. Tomorrow, Friday, any rain should clear. The best of the sunshine will be across southern and eastern England. Then, Saturday and Sunday, lots and lots and lots of sunshine all over. with temperatures reaching into the mid-20s, high 20s. It's going to be warmest in the southeast, where 30 Celsius is possible. Yeah. Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, temperatures expected to rise even higher, with 33 Celsius possible in the southeast of England. Now you're up to date. It's going to be a hot one, Virgil. Thunderbirds. Russell Howard on with us later, ahead of him starting his huge Respite World Tour. Emily Attack and Joel Dommett presenting this new ITV show, Singletown. There's Tim Smith, Janie Lee Grace, Bobby Pryor, Catherine Cracknell, Betty Glover with the sport and the non-stop oldies today, chosen by Zoe Fadak from Woodhouse in Sheffield. Plus your emails, texts and tweets.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Sweat dripping off me before I even knew her name. La la la, you felt like oh la la la, yeah, no. Sapphire and moonlight, we danced for hours in the same tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands. La la la, you felt like oh la la la, yeah. I love it when you call me. I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya. There's just some things that never change. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. La la la. Cause you know it's been a long time coming, don't you let me fall. Open your lips and bless me, hooked on your tongue. Love your kisses deadly, don't stop. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me.
Hi there, this is Jeremy Vine. I love it when you call me señorita.
I'm playing it, that's enough.
Every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la.
Can't you hear that?
Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya. All along I've been coming for ya.
Hey, Steve, the Wright family are driving to Somerset tomorrow from Liverpool and Norwich tomorrow for a well-deserved holiday. We've got some very excited children and grandparents. Can't wait. Natasha from Norwich. And Steve, my wife and I listened to your fantastic show whilst lazing in the sun in Mallorca. We're celebrating our 13th wedding anniversary. Well, congratulations, and we'll continue to do so for the next 3 days. That's Nick and Sally Ann.
the greatest day of our lives. Before it all ends, before we run out of time, stay close to me, stay close to me. Watch the world come alive tonight. Stay close to me. greatest night of our lives. Let's make a new start. The future is ours to find. Can you see it? Can you see it in my eyes? Can you feel it now? Can you hold it in your arms this could be the greatest day of our lives. Today this could be the greatest day of our lives. Oh, and the world comes alive, and the world comes alive, and the world comes alive. Oh, 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 stay close to me. Hold on, stay close to me. Watch the world come alive tonight. Stay close to me. Oh, and the world comes alive.
Greatest day, take that. Hey Steve, I'm baking today for the Village Show on Saturday. Excellent. Which show is coming? Shirley Thompson.
Hey, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text on 88291 or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Great song.
Have you got any quo, please, Stephen?
Yes, I do. Stand by.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. looks beautiful down Liberty Lane today. And I woke up, so what more can I say? For tomorrow it may rain, but the sun will shine again. We all make mistakes along the way. I am losing my mind, waiting for some kind of divine intervention coming down from above. Now here's the thing, 'cause you're wasting your time waiting for some kind of divine intervention, waiting for a bell to ring, waiting for a bell to ring, waiting for a bell to ring.
24 minutes to 3 in the afternoon from BBC Radio 2, Status Quo and Liberty Lane. Here's the lineup tonight. Vanessa Phelps sitting in for Sarah at 5. Joe Wiley. Filmmaker Sam Taylor-Johnson talks to Joe about her new film. And ahead of Foo Fighters headlining Reading and Leeds festivals this weekend, Joe chats to Dave Grohl. Country show with Bern Earl tonight, sitting in for Brother B. Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation at 10. OJ Borge at midnight.
I'm waiting for the bell.
Now today it's Janie and Tim, and here we are on the big show looking at factoids. What you got, Tim?
The city of York in the north of England is reckoned to be not only the most haunted city in the UK, but the most haunted city in the world. There are more than 500 cases of ghostly encounters recorded.
Have either of you ever seen what you might consider to be a ghost?
I haven't seen a ghost in terms of a person, but I've seen what felt like spirits or something. It was when I was leaving a house that I'd absolutely loved. I loved living in that house. Very, very sad to move. And I went back in when everything was loaded up. I went back in to kind of say thank you to the house. It was the most bizarre experience. I stood in the hallway and I definitely experienced something. I stood there kind of frozen for what felt like minutes. It was probably only seconds, but there was definitely something. I think it was the house saying goodbye.
I noticed that show is back on now. Most Haunted,
Most Haunted, yeah. Well, there are several of them, of course, now.
What you got there, Tim?
I've never seen a ghost. Don't believe a word of it.
Okay.
Geese fly in a V to reduce wind resistance and to keep a track of the rest of their group.
Peaches are the third most popular fruit grown in America. Janie Lee Grace.
Kangaroos use their tails for balance while hopping. So if you were to elevate their tail, they would have no balance. They'd fall over.
I like kangaroos. I don't like it when they do the boxing.
Factoids.
The Big Show. Now available everywhere.
Well, my friends, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. All night long, all night, all night long, all night, all night long, all night, all night long. Oh yeah. People dancing all in the street. See the rhythm all in their feet. Life is good, wild and sweet. Let the music play on, play on, play on. Feel it in your heart and feel it in your soul. Let the music take control. We're going to party, testimonia. Yeah, Jungle, jungle, wait to party, oh, we go. Oh, jungle, somebody can set the moja. Yeah, jungle, jungle. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have a party, yeah. All night long, all night, all night long, all night.
All night long. Lionel Richie. Steve Wright and the team, loving the show as always. My dad's currently driving me to Heathrow Airport for my flight to Australia for a gap year. Very excited to go backpacking, but we'll miss him loads. Thanks, and we'll tune into your show from Oz. That's from Millie, age 17. Millie, have a great time, and thank you very much for tuning in when you get there. We appreciate it. You don't have to, though. It's not compulsory. Well, there's been a slight increase in the GCSE pass rate and the percentage of top grades this year, despite concerns about the difficulty of exams. The pass rate edged up to 67.3% in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, up 0.4 percentage points on last year. The percentage of papers given a top grade, that's 7 or A and above, rose 0.3 percentage points to 20.8% on 2018. It's also National Burger Day today. The third Ashes test is on at Headingley. Celtic, Rangers and Wolves are all playing later. In the football, it's the Edinburgh TV Awards hosted by Mo Gilligan, where our friend Hugh Laurie will receive the Outstanding Achievement Award. Excellent. The Heavy Music Awards for rock and metal are held in London, and the Great Dorset Steam Fair is on. It's the Fan Expo Canada in Toronto, dedicated to comics, films, TV shows and games. Oh, I'd love a thing like that. Creamfields has opened in Daresbury. This year's headliners are Deadmau5, Calvin Harris and Swedish House Mafia. Reading and Leeds festivals have opened. Yes, the headliners are Foo Fighters, The 1975, Post Malone and 21 Pilots. Hello, Reading and Leeds. The City of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra are promming at the Royal Albert Hall, and live on Radio 3 this evening, Jane McDonald plays Bridlington. I think Jane McDonald is brilliant. James Corden has a birthday, and so does Dua Lipa. Meanwhile, Ryanair flights in and out of UK airports took off as normal earlier, despite strikes by pilots, the airline has said. Over 7 hours, that's how long we spend using electronics each day, according to this report today, the latest research showing. All that hunching over a screen quadruples the normal pressure on our necks, leading to muscle strain, headaches, and even a visible hump. The easy solution to tech neck, it says, take more breaks from technology during the day. And that's according to this report in Shape magazine.
Yeah, I'm just sitting up straight as you say. Well, we all do it, don't we? We're all guilty of it.
Bending over all day.
Hunching over this, hunching over that.
We should definitely stand more. We've said this before. You can get standing desks. We really ought to have a little chat to the BBC, because if you did this standing up, you know, that's a lot of activity.
Yeah.
And you can also get those kind of wobbly boards that you stand on, like a wobbly board.
Like what?
So, well, it's like a board.
Yeah.
Like a little board.
What do you mean?
I don't mean a surfboard.
You have to balance as you stand on it.
You have to balance.
Yeah.
So you balance as you stand up. So you're standing up making phone calls or whatever you're doing, and you're very slightly wobbling. So you're active. You're not passive.
You know what Bobby Pryor has? I understand, yeah. Bobby Pryor's got a great big ball, like if you ever remember the Prisoner television programme, like a ball that big.
Yeah, like a big yoga ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like a space hopper without the ears or the handles.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, but she sits on that exactly. It's the same thing,
Yeah,
though, as
it's good for
balancing
you.
or just sitting up straight. I mean, you're never going to get through a whole programme, are you, balancing on a board?
No, I don't think so. I mean, when Janie said that,
You
I'm
can
thinking,
make your-
what about all of us balancing on a board?
Make your phone calls, can't you? I'm not saying you have to. What you need for this show, though, for this show, we should have standing desks. That's what we should do.
Yeah, we'll have to have a board meeting.
Oh, very
What
good.
you got there, Tim?
I've got a very interesting survey that's very close to home. It says 2/3 of TV and film viewers fail to follow storylines and plots because they're too busy, talking of tech, looking at their phone.
Yeah.
Almost 70% admitted they'd been left behind while second screening. That's what they call it. So
Yeah.
you're watching TV, watching a film, but you're also looking at your screen, your tablet, your phone.
Or talking, Tim.
Or maybe talking, yeah, I do that sometimes. I have to say, and it's a bit unfair on my wife because she's not here to defend herself, but she does do this second screening. However, so do I, and I'm worse than her.
Russ Russell Howard on with us later, ahead of starting his huge Respite World Tour. Number one comedian Emily Attack and Joel Dommett presenting this new ITV show, Singletown. And, well, like that, really, all on a big show.
Ever since you left me, I've been dancing on my own. Maybe down the line, I'll feel better all alone. But I don't wanna talk to strangers, don't wanna play with players. I only wanna get back to you. I'm stuck on this emotion. If we could get a moment, I know you'd feel it too. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could be right. I don't even care. I'm losing my mind. Now I'm calling you up to see where you are. Why is it so easy to break the rules after dark? And we're falling back together. We're all over each other. Tomorrow we're falling apart. Then I'm calling you up to see where you are. And I wish that I could say us meeting up is getting old. I wish it wasn't easy to fool myself and lose control. I know it doesn't work and I know it only hurts, but I keep falling in. I'll be giving you too much, you won't give me back enough, but I keep trying again. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could be right. I don't even care. I'm losing my mind. Ooh. Now I'm calling you up to see where you are. Why is it so easy to break the rules after dark? And we're falling back together. We're all over each other. Tomorrow we're falling apart. Then I'm calling you up to see where you are. I just can't leave it tonight.
That's Leon
Can't get you off of my mind.
and Falling. Now we've got 12 to 3. This says, listening to the show from where we live in San Pedro. Isn't that a song? Last night we lived in San Pedro. That's southern Spain, you know. Weather is gorgeous here by the pool, relaxing with family who are visiting on their holes. Loving the tunes, by the way, in the show. As always, happy days, Dave and Lynn. All right, Dave? Now, here's Bobby. What you got?
Steve, thank you. First of all, Belfast, the A55 eastbound remains closed with the accident at Anderston Town Road. The A628 now at Barnsley, the A628 Pontefract Road is still closed with this accident between Harold Avenue and Grage Lane, which is the A633. M6 southbound, and we had the accident at 20 for the M56 on the exit Slit Road. It meant traffic couldn't get off there because of this accident. It's all clear now. Still a bit busy, though, if you're heading down from 21 at Woolston. M1 northbound, 18 to 19, that breakdown's gone. M1 southbound, we had another breakdown, 17 to 16, one lane is shut. A14 eastbound, still closed. Now it's closed from 46 to 47, which is Thurston to Woolpit because of an oil spillage. Westbound is open, but it's still slow. Eastbound, they put a sign diversion in for you. M25 clockwise across the top, 23 for the A1 and South Mims. Got a vehicle fire there, they're still recovering, so one lane is shut. Anti-clockwise, 25 to 24, Enfield to Potters Bar. Got a breakdown there, again one lane is closed. And at the bottom clockwise, 5 to Clackett Lane, so past the M26 through to 6, we've got really heavy traffic, and that's because of a breakdown. M4 Newport westbound, delays 24 to 25. A20 at Rootham Heath has all reopened following an earlier bump. And the latest on the M20 eastbound at 13 Folkestone, there's a breakdown, so take care as you go off. And then with Ryanair, we've got possible disruption because of the strike action over the next 2 days. They are saying that all flights will operate during the strike action. You might find some small delays, and the advice is still to check with Ryanair before you travel. Back with another one for you in half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby. Let me open this window over here. Yep, it's busy. I've let the flies in now. get that. Mainly for Smarties and Kit Kat. Steve from sunny Würzburg in Bavaria in Germany, where I lives. Originally from Barnstable in North Devon, listening to the UK tunes and enjoying. Off to San Remo, Italy. On vacation tomorrow. Looking forward to an 8-hour drive. Thank you, Stuart. Look, it's 6 minutes to 3 already.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
All right, some more news with Janie and Tim here. Steve Wright in the afternoon. That's the show. British Airways has admitted 150,000 bags belonging to passengers have been delayed in 6 months. The airline revealed the figure in a response to a customer's complaint. And we're coming up, of course, to a big travel weekend, it being bank holiday weekend, of course. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has praised Denmark amid a public row over Greenland that saw President Donald Trump cancel a visit to that country. In a phone call with Danish Foreign Minister Jeppe Kofod, Mr. Pompeo expressed appreciation for Denmark's cooperation as a US ally. Kind of a bit of a mopping up thing going on there. What else going on? Let's have a look. What you got over there, Janie?
Tim, doing the dusting is adding years to your life. Have you seen this piece?
Yeah. We mentioned this because Tim is a clean freak.
Yeah, I like to keep things clean and tidy.
Well, it says here a study shows that in doing the dishes or doing the dusting or whatever it is, you could be adding years to your life. I mean, don't we know this?
It's
Any movement,
right?
I guess, yeah. They said even light household chores, doing the washing up, doing the dusting, provide enough exercise to substantially cut the risk of an early death. Whereas if you sit or lie around all day, that's going to be a problem. We know that, don't we?
Very therapeutic.
Is it a light news day telling you to do the dusting?
Very therapeutic.
It's a light news summer, by the way.
Get your ironing board out, okay?
Yeah.
Put years on you.
Greg James has just marked a year doing the Radio 1 breakfast show. Of course, you can hear his show over on BBC Sounds. If you've not heard Greg yet, here's something he does called Unpopular Opinion.
BBC Sounds.
Come and give us your unpopular opinion. Something up till now that you've been scared to say. A happy birthday to Unpopular Opinion to celebrate. We have 5 brand new people. And first, it's Kim.
All magicians are frauds.
You've never been impressed with a magician?
Never. No, I'm sure it's a lovely show, but not even Britain's Got Talent. It just does not impress me. It's obviously not real. No one's Harry Potter. I wish they were, but they're not. So it's just fake.
It's a good start to Unpopular Opinion today. Thank you, Kim.
Fabulous jingle as well, Greg.
BBC Sounds.
As we mentioned yesterday, the brand new series of Peaky Blinders starts this Sunday. Right now on the BBC Sounds app, you can hear Cillian Murphy, who of course plays Thomas Shelby, presenting the music mixtape for 6 Music. Cillian, not just a great actor, he knows his music as well.
There you go. That was The Pretty Things in Good Mr. Square from an album called Parachute. Parachute is a very common title in rock music, isn't it? It's a very common metaphor. It crops up a lot. But my favourite use of the word parachute is a Frank Zappa quote where he said, "The mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open." Brilliant.
BBC Sounds.
You can hear Greg and Cillian right now on the BBC Sounds app. Download, stream and find out more at bbc.co.uk/sounds.
Big Shout Radio 2.
I'm done hating myself for feeling. I'm done crying myself away. I gotta leave and start the healing. But when you move like that, I just wanna stay. What have I become? I'm looking through your phone now. Oh, now love to you is just a game. Look what I have done. I'm dialing up the numbers. Oh yeah, I don't want my heart to break, baby. How do you sleep when you lie to me? All the shame and all the
desperate, not this crazy. There's no way I'm sticking around to find out. I won't lose like that, I won't lose myself. Look what I have done, dialing up the numbers on you. I don't want my heart to break, baby. How do you sleep when you lie to me? All that shame and all that danger. I'm hoping that my love will keep you up tonight, baby. How do you sleep when you lie to me?
I think that's a great melody, that song. It's a new tune, isn't it, really? Sam Smith, and How Do You Sleep? Not bad, much and grumble. When we come back after the news, the oldies chosen by Zoe Fedak from Woodhouse in Sheffield.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The French President Emmanuel Macron has told Boris Johnson that the Irish backstop's indispensable for preserving stability and the single market. Mr Johnson wants the measure, to prevent physical customs checks on the Irish border, removed from the Brexit withdrawal agreement. Before talks in Paris, Mr Johnson said they could find a way forward with energy and creativity.
I understand your desire to protect the integrity of the single market. Of course we understand that, but we think that there are ways of protecting the integrity of the single market and allowing the UK to exit from the EU whole and entire and perfect.
New figures show the number of people moving from the EU to Britain has fallen to its lowest level since 2013. 200,000 came to the UK in the year to March. More people from Eastern Europe left the country than arrived. A 25-year-old man arrested on suspicion of murdering the Hull University student, Libby Squire, has been released under investigation. The body of the 21-year-old was found in March, more than 6 weeks after she was reported missing. There's been a slight increase in the GCSE pass rate and the percentage of top grades this year, despite concerns about the difficulty of exams. More than 700,000 students in England, Wales and Northern Ireland opened their results this morning. 67.3% scored at least a 4 or a C. Ellie and Kate were pleased with their results, but hadn't found the new style exams easy.
It's so much harder because no amount of exams can prepare you for the N1s. Doing mocks, you only do half of the year. So you do 1 year of study and then you do the mocks based off the first year. So you're never prepared for the amount of exams that you do.
I really don't like exams. I prefer coursework. So next year I'm doing a vocational course in photography. So that's all coursework.
Violence and drug use in 10 of the most troubled English prisons has fallen significantly since a £10 million pilot scheme was launched last year. Positive drug tests fell by around 50% between last August and March this year. The number of assaults dropped by almost 16% from the 3 months up to August last year to the latest quarter up to June. Our Home Affairs correspondent Danny Shaw reports.
The results were achieved through investment of £10 million in extra staff, experienced officers and scanning equipment and dogs to detect drugs and mobile phones. However, in 3 prisons, Hull, Nottingham and Wormwood Scrubs, assault rates increased and elsewhere the system is struggling. Last month, the Ministry of Justice said the performance of 16 prisons was causing serious concern, the highest number on record.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their children have taken an economy flight to Scotland. The family and their nanny travelled on a £73 Flybe flight from Norwich to Aberdeen this morning. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have recently been criticised for using private jets. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3. Our next at 4.
Thank you. I got the non-stops coming now.
Big Show, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Factoids, brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Good afternoon from Radio 2. The Walker Brothers, The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore. 3:06 in the UK. These are the non-stop oldies chosen by Zoe Fedak from Woodhouse in Sheffield. And these are the Stereophonics.
See a blind man cross the road, trying to make the other side. Ever see a young girl growing old, trying to make herself a bride? You poor old rundown actor, so what to buy it? Sing a song, sixpence for your sake, and drink a bottle full of Wright. 420 blackbirds in a cake, and bake them all in a pie. They told me you missed school today, so what I suggest you just throw them all away. The handbags and the glad rags that your poor old granddad had to sweat to buy. Told me you missed school today, so what I suggest you just throw them all away. The handbags and the glad rags that your poor old granddad had to sweat to buy.
Stereophonics, handbags and glad rags. 3:10, these oldies chosen by Zoe Fedak from Woodhouse in Sheffield. Hello, Zoe. I'm 45 years old. I'm married. I've got a 19-year-old son called Adam and a gorgeous furry son. That's Oscar the dog. I work for a plastering company and have done so for the past 25 years. My hobbies are making cakes, playing the piano, which I learned as an adult, although I've still got a long way to go, and watching snooker when it's on. I love music, especially the 80s, and I see live bands most weekends with friends or my husband. My love of live music started when I was very young, when we used to go to working men's clubs, and I'd go with my mum and dad to watch many turns, the turns that were on. It was very hard to choose these oldies, but most of them are bands that I've seen live. Zoe, they are brilliant so far.
It's hit after hit, the non-stop oldies every day.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all the science I don't understand, it's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man, a rocket man.
half hour, we're talking to Russell Howard with us ahead of his tour, which is called Respite. It's a world tour. Brilliant comedian and our pal.
All day, all day.
Don't know why, I don't know how. Thought I loved you, but I'm not sure now. Seen you look at strangers too many times. The love you want is of a different kind. Remember when we felt the sun? A love like paradise, how hot it burned. Threat of distant thunder, the sky was red. When you walked, you always turn every head. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. Thought that when we fought, I was to blame. Now I know you play a different game. I've watched you dance with danger, still wanting more. Add another number to the score. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. When you look around, you wonder, do you play to win? Or are you just a bad loser?
That's a good talky bit. I don't remember that. I'm just a bad loser.
Don't know why, I don't know how. I thought I loved you, but I'm not sure now. I hear the thunder crashing, the sky is dark, and now a storm is breaking within my heart. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day. Watch them all fall down. All day, all day. Domino dancing. All day, all day.
Thursday afternoon, these are the non-stop oldies chosen by Zoe Fedak from Woodhouse. Got yourself a badge. Only just recently saw the brand new badges. I gather they've been around for quite a time. And they're much bigger than the old ones, and they got the logo on, and they're an item. And they're not available in the shops.
I get the same old dreams, same time every night. Fall to the ground and I wake up. So I get out of bed, put on my shoes, and in my head, thoughts slide back to the breakup. to me. Your poison letter, your telegram, just goes to show you don't give a damn. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you cast a spell, so break it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Since you've been gone.
Baby, you know you'll never do wrong.
Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm out of my head, can't take it. Could I be wrong? But since you've been gone, you cast a spell, so break it.
Emily Attack and Joel Dommett later presenting this brand new ITV show, Singletown. We'll talk to them. And you're on the non-stop oldies as chosen by Zoe Fedak. And that's Since You've Been Gone, Rainbow. Russell with us next half hour.
Did you see this? This is amazing. Members of the public have been warned not to approach the animals. Yeah, because that's your first fall, isn't it? Oh, there's a tiger. I'll give him a cuddle. Here we go. Oh, he's a brighty tiger.
Good afternoon, more oldies coming.
Radio 2. Hi, Joe Wiley here.
Joe Wiley, Monday to Thursday nights from 7.
This is where you'll hear incredible songs from incredible artists.
The thing that we love is this old school sort of sound.
I just always thought it was a great song.
Songs that you haven't heard in ages and musical conversations that you won't hear anywhere else.
15, 20 years of writing and experimenting with different forms.
We're not quite sure how we got here. We're very delighted to be still doing it.
Some quality wind down time, just smoothing the gnarly edges off your life.
If you want good music, this is where it's at.
Joe Wiley.
Monday to Thursday from 7 on BBC Radio 2.
Radio 2. Yeah!
Oh, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. I was just guessing at numbers and figures, pulling your puzzles apart. Questions of science
almost forgotten about that song. What a tune. Coldplay, The Scientist.
You'll be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you got the world all so stacked. Spit at you, you'll be the one screaming out. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry.
Soon, and those were the non-stop oldies. Thank you for them. Badge on its way. It's very shiny, very nice. I'm at home decorating, Steve, at the moment, looking forward to the HMS Spartan reunion in Plymouth this weekend. We're on the Plymouth Barbican tomorrow and on the Plymouth Hoe on Saturday. That's Jeff York in Plymouth. Can you please give a birthday shout-out between 3 and 3:45, just in time for my lovely hubby, Roger Daesh. He'll be travelling from Basingstoke to Southampton on his way home from work. Tell him well done for losing 5.5 stones since January this year. Wow, that's incredible. That's from Sue, of course. Steve, my son's band, the Extons, are on the BBC introducing stage at Reading and Leeds. Maybe headlining one day, from Jane in Kings Lynn. Excellent. That's great. Steve, can you give a shout out to Kaz and Paul and Charlotte? We're on our way down to Silverstone from Blackpool to watch the British MotoGP, and we can't wait. Steve, thanks for the show. We're off to Cannes for a long weekend, a day early. Never been there, so we're really looking forward to it. Finally get to use the 5 words of French that I learned in school, and they are, of course, manger, non, oui, bonjour, and Brexit.
BBC Radio 2.
Now, now, here's Bobby.
Thanks, Steve. First of all, to Barnsley, to the A628. Still closed with this earlier accident. It's closed between Harold Avenue and the A633, the Grange Lane junction. A1 northbound. That earlier accident at Barnsdale Bar, the A639, although it's gone, it left really, really heavy delays, so it's a little bit slow. So if you're heading up from the M18, all lanes definitely open ahead of you, just a bit busy. M62 westbound, 12 to 11 at Birchwood. On the westbound side, we've got a breakdown past the M60. One lane is shut. M62 eastbound, 21 to 22 at Rishworth Moor. We've got 2 lanes shut there, and that's because of an accident. M56 eastbound is slow, 10 to 9 through to the M6 junction, and this is because of an earlier tyre change that is now gone, but queuing from Preston Brook. M6 northbound, 1 to 2 up towards Coventry. We had a breakdown there earlier. It's a little bit slow still, but all lanes are definitely open. A14 westbound at 25 for Hemmingford Abbots. We've got an obstruction on the road. Not sure what it is, but it's partially blocked, causing queues back to 28 at Cambridge Services. A14 eastbound, good news. At 46, we had it closed because of an oil spillage. That has now all reopened. M25 clockwise between 5 and 6 through to Godstone from Clackett Lane Services. Got a breakdown. Just been moved, but still slow. A little bit further round on the clockwise side, 9 to 10. They are holding the traffic. Nothing is getting through from Leatherhead to the A3. They're moving a breakdown, so hopefully that shouldn't last long. Not to worry too much. And then we've got across the top, busy between 23 and 24. That vehicle fire has gone at South Min, but it's still slow. And 27 to 28 is slow. Past the M11, there was an accident. They've now moved, but it's still heavy. Anti-clockwise M25, 25 to 24, Enfield to Potters Bar. That breakdown's gone, but again, it's still slow. M20 at Folkestone, junction 13. The exit Slit Road is cleared. M27 eastbound at 5 for Eastleigh. Got a breakdown there. One lane is closed. And the M4 at Cardiff, westbound. Busy, 32 to 33. Got a broken down vehicle, so one lane is shut. Finally, Stansted Airport, Stansted Express, beg your pardon, if you're going to the airport, service was suspended. They've reopened all the lines. They've got the tree off the line, but still expect cancellations between Liverpool Street and Stansted Airport. That's Stansted Express, nothing to do with the airport. Another one for you, half an hour.
Okay, we got it. News you should know here. Boris Johnson has met Emmanuel Macron in Paris for Brexit talks with the French president, saying the UK's vote to quit the EU must be respected. But he added that the Northern Ireland backstop plan was indispensable to preserving political stability and the single market. The backstop opposed by Mr Johnson aims to prevent a hard border on the island of Ireland after Brexit. Mr Johnson said, with energy and creativity, we can find a way forward. There's been a slight increase in the GCSE pass rate and the percentage of top grades this year, despite concerns about the difficulty of the exams. The pass rate edged up to 67.3% in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, up 0.4 percentage points on last year. Warm and sunny for the southeast of England, cloudy and not as warm for the rest of the UK, with rain across much of Scotland, high temperature 24. Friendly Fires. To 4 now. Steph, Nigel and Josh en route to the big festival. Looking forward to seeing Dermot and Joe there in the Cotswolds. This says, wishing my husband Leighton a very happy 16th wedding anniversary, en route to Bristol Airport to fly to Prague for the weekend. Love you so much, Kirsty, is the message. I love that. Factoids are back. Here's Janie Lee Grace.
A lion can roar as loud as 114 decibels. That's roughly 25 times louder than a big old lawnmower.
What colour do you think a sunset is on Mars, Tim?
Red.
No.
Blue.
Yes, it's a blue sunset. Yeah.
How is that possible? It's the red planet.
Red planet, blue sunset. What you got?
London has the highest number of languages spoken than any other city in the world. More than 300 languages spoken in London.
Over to you, Janie.
Outside the USA, Ireland is the largest software-producing country in the world.
And Tim?
Over 92% of passenger travel in the UK is by road.
Sloths only poop once a week.
Factoids.
Opening. Yeah.
White shirt, now red, my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you, oh please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul, so cynical. So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh. I'm the bad
guy. Gold teeth, my neck, my wrist is froze. I got more ice than the snow. That guy, don't act like you don't know that guy. So critical. Tattoos on both my sleeves. Yeah, I don't sleep. Please don't wake me. Losing my tie up so I can breathe. It ain't political. Oh no. Yeah, I'm a bad guy. Ain't no holding back guy. Come off like a mad guy. Always got your back guy. Yeah, I'm the real type. Keep you full of thrills type. Show you what it feels like. Got an open invite. I'm the bad guy. Whoa.
The planet, bad guy, Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber, duh.
I like when you get mad. I guess I'm pretty glad that you're alone. You said she's scared of me. I mean, I don't see what she sees, but maybe it's 'cause I'm wearing your cologne.
Let's go.
Russell Howard is quite simply one of the UK's most successful stand-ups, if not the most successful stand-up. And look, he's here. It's Russell.
Hello.
Welcome back to our little show. Are you having a good summer generally?
Having a great summer. I got married.
No, you didn't.
I did, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Who to?
To a young lady whose name I'm not allowed to say. I have a wife, and it was terrific. It was wonderful.
Oh, that's great.
Do you want to hear a great story? Our dog was our ring bearer.
And he lost it, right?
I swear, at the moment that the registrar said, "I now pronounce you man and wife," the dog went like that in front of the entire congregation. It was
Really?
tremendous. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Oh, wow.
As far as heckles go, it was perfectly timed.
So, what's it like being a husband?
It's great.
So
Yes.
far?
Well, we went on a honeymoon. We went on a safari.
To wear the clothes?
Well, everyone was wearing the clothes except for me. I was wearing a Liverpool top because we won the Champions League. So everyone else is in the safari gear.
Did
And
that
I'm
attract any rhinos?
Well, this is the thing, right? So I'm kind of there, terrified, trying to look as sort of untasty as possible. And the lady that was running the place went, "Don't worry, you'll be fine, because lions don't like the smell of humans." So generally, that's your only hope. So we were literally dousing ourselves in, like, Sure. We put toilet duck outside our little tent, genuinely. But it's so ludicrous, like a lion's going to be walking along going, "Oh, Radox, no. Turn around, lads, turn around."
But I'm guessing this is all good material, right?
Well, that was the funny thing. In between the fear, I found myself going, "Oh, this will be stuff."
Yeah.
Here in the UK, Russell holds the record for the most consecutive sold-out nights at the Royal Albert Hall, having done 10 in a row back in 2017 during his Round the World tour. His global success means his television shows are watched around the world, and his new respite tour will go to Europe, plus Asia, Africa, North America, and Australasia. Now, we've been interviewing you for a lot of years.
And I love it. Every time I come in, you're like, "Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you looking after yourself?"
No,
Like, it's kind of lovely, man.
I tell you why.
But no one else does this. Do you know what I mean? Parkinson never sat down and said, "Billy, are you all right? Look at me, Billy."
Yeah, but
You're so friendly.
No, come on, you're working too hard. I
But
mean,
I love
look,
it,
you got
but
TV, you got world tour.
I've got a wife.
You just got married. I mean, are you not working too hard?
But I love it. I come from a very normal family, so this is just beyond my wildest expectations.
You
So-
come from a normal family.
Well, actually, my dad heckled my brother during his best man speech, which was extraordinary. But it's so lovely, the job I get to do, and I get to travel the world and do jokes. I don't really see it as work. I love doing it. And there's so much going on at the minute. There's so much to talk about that it's kind of effortless, really.
Well, there's plenty there, isn't there,
Yeah,
for
well,
you
that's it.
guys for quite a while, I would
There
imagine.
is, yeah.
All right, the Respite Tour starts with dates in the UK and Ireland, and since we last spoke to Russell, which was the day after the tour was announced,
yes,
a load of extra shows have now been added, and that's Dublin, Bournemouth, Bristol and London. Those extra Bristol and London shows are next year, 2020. Now, Russell's been doing work in progress shows ahead of the tour, so you're going to have to talk me through this, because this thing that you all do, it's kind of like rehearsal but a real show.
Yeah, so a work in progress show, I get to do an hour of failing, essentially. So I can try whatever I want, and then it's ready for the main show.
And you find that you really do kind of tweak it
Yeah,
a fair
massively.
bit after that?
Yeah, totally. It's a bit like sort of being able to train, and they sort of understand what's going on, so you can just kind of try jokes out, let things fail, figure them out.
But I bet you don't fail that much. However, you will fail at some point.
Oh, you still fail, absolutely.
Does it hurt still?
Yeah, but it's kind of useful. It's kind of like doing keepy-ups.
Practice makes perfect.
Well, exactly. So you're trying to do 30 and you're like, I did 26.
But as we're in the days of social media, aren't you worried about it all getting out there before you've done the final thing?
Well, yeah, I should be. But a lot of comedians now have started locking phones up.
Yeah, a good idea.
It is a great idea, yeah. But I'm pretty kind of relaxed about it.
Well, you relax a bit more there, Russell. And we'll take a quick break, and Russell Howard is here. We're coming back with Russell in just a moment.
I need love to ease my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. But Mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. You gotta trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, but how many
Russell Howard, everybody. We're talking about stand-up and live shows and his big respite tour he's about to do. But you also do a lot of television, of course, Russell. 2 series of Sky One show, The Russell Howard Hour, where he looks at the major news stories from around the world and also does an in-depth one-on-one interview each week. Guests in the last series included Richard Curtis, Stacey Dooley, Darren Brown and Alicia Dixon. And each week was the Live Forever segment, where Russell and another comedian tried an activity that's said to help prolong life. The one that I was quite interested in is goat yoga.
Goat yoga.
What is it? Do you do it with a goat? Or?
I did it with a guy called Mo Gilligan, and we were in a field in Ipswich and we were doing yoga with goats. So the goats were kind of like joining in.
Surely they're not able to follow.
Not in any way. It was
I
extraordinary.
would imagine goats can do a good downward dog pose.
Well, this is it. Well, they're quite good, but they're volatile.
They can't concentrate.
They can't concentrate, man.
Do you feel it's prolonged your life?
It felt like life was longer, certainly. But if you find yourself in a field in Ipswich doing yoga with a goat, you certainly question your existence.
Yeah. They have no judgment whatsoever. I mean, you see a goat and you think, OK, you've got some food in your hand, right? And then you've got a packet of crisps. They'll eat the packet, won't they?
That is true. But they were gnawing. We had like the little mats and they were kind of gnawing that.
Yeah.
And they started chewing on Mo's ears a lot. And,
no brains at all.
Do you fancy doing something like that? I could have you on the next series.
Being on your show?
Yeah, doing a kind of a holistic bit of wellness.
No.
OK. You don't fancy... We met a... what are those guys?
A shaman.
A shaman, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love all stuff like that. Me and my mum did loads of it in Thailand. We went to this cacao ceremony. You drink hot chocolate. Yeah, right. And then you do like deep breathing and stuff.
Was that just every night before bed?
Yeah, exactly. It was. But it was extraordinary. I like getting into those sort of strange places.
But you're quite curious about stuff.
I think that's a big thing at the minute, that we're losing empathy and curiosity. And those are what make us wonderful.
Well, absolutely, I agree with you. Not here, we're not losing it.
No, but like, I think broadly speaking, if we sort of analyse each other through social media, that's kind of us at our worst. When we're at our best, when we're together.
Well, that's a view.
Cool, I sounded like Bob Oscar.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We want to be together.
Yeah. Now, let's do some dates. Russell Howard Respite, UK and Ireland tour dates. September 4th, Belfast Waterfront. Then on to Dublin, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Then on to Birmingham, Newcastle, Aberdeen, Glasgow, Birmingham again, Cardiff, Nottingham, Leeds, Sheffield, Bournemouth. Then in October, Manchester, London again, and Liverpool for Russell Howard. And June 2020, Bristol Hippodrome, and July 2020, that's like a year ahead, Bristol Hippodrome. So you got it all mapped out.
I've got a fun year ahead of me. Yeah, it's great.
Even got September 2020 here, Hammersmith Apollo. So
wow.
And I'm off to Europe in between.
Yeah, and you're telling me you don't work too hard.
Yeah, but it's fun though. Do you know what I mean? It's the same as you. You've got a lovely job. I've got a lovely job.
Yeah,
all
Russell,
good.
I'm going to close the microphone and have a word with you.
Okay.
Like I always do.
I love it.
Russell Howard, everybody.
Cheers, guys. See ya.
Thank you.
Everybody all around the world, stand up, humble brothers, joining our hands, united we're stronger, fighting for peace, caring about our loved ones, trusting ourselves, sharing our feelings. Believe me, if only I could, I'd make this world a better place. If only I could, I'd make this world a better place.
is much love from Russell Howard here. We saw Russell on Tuesday in Southend. Comedy genius. Anyone whose tickets for his world tour is in for a real treat. I'm off to buy a Calippo now. Mark and Kirsty in Essex. Calippo, fantastic. Orange. Saw Russ doing work in progress in Norwich, actually. He was just awesome. Some great stuff to look forward to in respite. I got married last week, too, to the gorgeous Jess from Jamie in Norwich. Thank you, Jamie. 5 to 4. Still to come later, Emily Attack and Joel Dommett presenting this new ITV show, Singletown. Steve, can you give a shout out to me and my daughter, who are on a girls' trip to Cornwall? Loving the tunes. Keep them coming. We've got 4.5 hours to go. Tell Joelle and Marcus are on our way. Love Emma and Rihanna. And we're back to Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the M62 westbound, the breakdown between 12 and 11 at Birchwood, that's all gone, still slow. Eastbound M62, 21 to 22, Rishworth Moor. We've got all lanes open following the accident there, but it is still very slow. The M1 southbound breakdown, 17 to 16 at Daventry, that's now clear. A14 westbound, the obstruction at junction 25, Hemmingford Abbots, has cleared. Still queuing from Cambridge services, but also westbound on the A14 at junction 52, we've got another obstruction on the road, so it's partially blocked at Claydon. M25 clockwise between 9 and 10. They've released the traffic. They've moved the breakdown towards the A3, but it's queuing around to 17 at Maple Cross. Then clockwise, we've got a queue past 23 for the A1M. And then clockwise again, 27 to 28 is slow after the earlier accident past the M11. Anti-clockwise, big queue, 18 Chorleywood, 11 Chertsey. And Dave said there's a big queue into the Dartford Tunnel. There is, and it goes back past 3 for the M20. And finally, the A34 at Cheveley, southbound accident just before the M4 with a big 6-mile queue behind it. Back with another one for you, half an hour.
All right, Dave.
BBC Radio 2. Playing everywhere. Steve Wright in the afternoon. I've got the power.
Like the gun of the whip, I snap attack, front to back, in this thing called rap. Feel like a double rhyme double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the treble. Radical mind, day and night, all the time. 714, wise, divine, maniac, radiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James.
He did it from another room. It's a great tune, that. Snap, I got the power. Hello, good afternoon. This is Radio 2 speaking. Next hour on The Big Show. We've got Catherine, there's Bobby, there's Tim, there's Jamie, there's Betty on Sport right after. Emily and Joelle and Factoids and much more on The Big Show. Kingdom, across the planet. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio and 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The French President, Emmanuel Macron, has told Boris Johnson it should be possible to find a new Brexit deal without totally rewriting the old one. The two leaders met in Paris as the Prime Minister tries to convince EU leaders to ditch the backstop, which would prevent physical border checks in Ireland if a future trade deal can't be reached. But Mr Macron described the backstop as indispensable. The Deputy Leader of the Alliance Party in Northern Ireland, Stephen Farry, agrees.
I mean, our preference overall is that we would reconsider Brexit entirely, but if a deal has to be done, we would rather it's done on the withdrawal agreement, and we see that backstop as being utterly indispensable. This is not something that's been imposed on us from the outside. This is a response to the very particular situation here in Northern Ireland.
The Foreign Office says it's urgently seeking more information about a consulate worker from Hong Kong who's been detained in China. Simon Cheng was given 15 days detention after crossing the border 2 weeks ago, reportedly for visiting a prostitute. His friends have called the allegation a joke. John Sudworth reports from Beijing.
Without hearing from Mr Cheng himself, it's likely to be met with a large dose of scepticism by many in Hong Kong. One friend called it a joke, undeserving of a formal response. China has long used smear tactics against political opponents, and its government has been growing increasingly angry over what it claims is British meddling in Hong Kong's political crisis, following comments by senior British politicians in support of this summer's large-scale pro-democracy rallies.
A 10-year-old boy died after being found unconscious at a house in Birmingham. Emergency services were called to an address in Acox Green this morning and discovered the boy in a critical condition. He died later in hospital. West Midlands Police say his death is being treated as unexplained. The GCSE pass rate has risen slightly despite concerns from teachers about the new exams being too difficult. 67.3% of students scored a 4, the equivalent of a C in England, Wales and Northern Ireland. It's the first set of results since the biggest exam overhaul in a generation. Students now have to do less coursework and take exams at the end of the 2-year period rather than throughout. The Schools Minister Nick Gibbs says the new format has been pretty successful so far.
They are at best a preparation for the next stage of education and indeed work with training. And if you remember, back in 2010 we were facing concerns from employers about whether school leavers were in fact prepared for the world of work.
6 young sea eagles, which will eventually have wingspans of up to 8 feet, have been released on the Isle of Wight as part of a 5-year programme to reintroduce the birds to England. They were reintroduced to Scotland in the 1970s but haven't been seen in England for 240 years. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 4. Our next at 5.
Thanks, Catherine. Sport now, here's Betty.
Hello, and we'll start with the Ashes, and the people getting the most action at Headingley today are the groundsmen, running on and off with those covers. It's been very stop-start with rain affecting play on day 1 of the 3rd test. Play has now been stopped because of bad light. Australia are 54 for 2. Jofra Archer and Stuart Broad took the wickets of Marcus Harris and Usman Khawaja. If Australia win, they'll retain the Ashes. In football, very sad news. The former Ghana and Nottingham Forest striker Junior Agogo has died at the age of just 40. In rugby union, captain Owen Farrell and George Ford will start together for the first time in over a year when they line up for England against Ireland in their World Cup warm-up match on Saturday. Manu Tuolangi will start in the centre alongside Farrell for the first time in a test match, while Ireland will be without Johnny Sexton. He hasn't recovered from a thumb injury. And get this, former England rugby union international James Haskell has decided to take up mixed martial arts. He's expected to make his debut as a heavyweight next year.
Why not? Thank you. Big show on the air.
BBC Radio 2, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
For everybody who's going to see Ed over the next few days, here comes Ed, Castle on the Hill, on the Big Show.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. And I was running from my brother and his friends, and tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart, broke it here, made friends and lost them through the years. And I've not seen the boring fields in so long. I know I've grown, but I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. 15 years old and smoking hand-rolled cigarettes, running from the law through the backfields and getting drunk with my friends. Had my first kiss on a Friday night. I don't reckon that I did it right, but I was younger then. Take me back to when we found weekend jobs, and when we got paid, we'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown, but I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. Over the castle on the hill. Over the castle on the hill. One friend left to sell clothes, one works down by the coast. One had 2 kids but lives alone. One's brother overdosed. One's already on his second wife. One's just barely getting by. But these people raised me, and I can't wait to go home. And I'm on my way. I still remember these old country lanes when we did not know the answers, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. Over the castle on the hill. Over the castle on the hill.
classic I Will Survive. We love it, don't we?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you. Just a word about tomorrow. Nikki Chapman sitting in for Vanessa, who's doing Drive this week. The Amal Rajan Breakfast Show tomorrow morning, sitting in for Zoe, of course, and it's Friends Round Friday. Amal has live music from Natasha Bedingfield. Then it's Ken Bruce. Then it's Jeremy Vine. Back for Factoids, Tim Smith.
How many different species of ant do you think there are in the world?
Oh, not many. I would say only 5 or 6.
5 or 6, what do you say,
so
Janie?
it's probably about 100.
Yeah, 100, 5. 22,000.
No, really? How do you tell them apart?
Well, they've all got their own little bits of thing, haven't they? All individual they are.
I noticed that the flying ants, I haven't seen many flying ants recently. Did see a load about a month ago, but none recently.
No, I haven't seen any flying ants. We've had, is it leather jackets or leatherbacks in our back lawn? They're like ants, they're big things, they cause havoc to your grass.
Are you sure that's not the neighbour's football coming over?
Yeah. Well, leather jackets. You haven't got any bikers nearby, have you? What you got?
A ball of glass will bounce higher than a ball of rubber. A ball of solid steel will bounce higher than one made entirely of glass.
What's the largest animal that has ever lived?
Oh, it's got to be a dinosaur. Brontosaurus. Big one, big neck.
No, I mean in recent times.
Elephant there. Woolly mammoth.
No.
Rhinoceros?
No. It's the largest animal that's ever lived. An animal, well, you probably don't think of it as
a
an
whale.
Animal. Yes, a blue whale.
Factoids.
Jeremy Loops.
We stare through new horizons, watch the waves keep crashing in, light the fire that you breathe in. Under the stars we're sailing, high seas keep rolling on, through the mist so far from home. But I'm not alone, let the sun shine in, don't get lost, don't give in, so let the sun shine in. So let's go walking in the sand, let's go walking in the sand, and don't let time slip through your head. Yes, I've been in love before, but this time's golden, that's for sure. It's gold, it's gold. So I watch you for hours, just let the night sink in, with shadows dancing around my skin. Some people call them nightmares, I'd say my mind's astray, whenever darkness clouds my days. But I'm not alone, let the sun shine in, don't get lost, don't give in, so let the sun shine in. So let's go walking in the sand, let's go walking in the sand, don't let time slip through your head. Yes, I've been in love before, but this time's golden, that's for sure. It's gold, it's gold. So harmonize your feelings, keep holding on, my heart's reeling, falling like dominoes, facing up to the sky, looking out for a sign. Gloomy clouds will part, I never get by the heart. This is gold, you know, cause we've seen gold before. I found the treasure, now I gotta keep holding on, and maybe this is the time for us to give it a try. And if we never lose hope, maybe our love survives. So let's go walking in the sand, let's go walking in the sand, and don't let time slip through your head. So let's go walking in the sand.
Me, Janie and Tim got some more news that we didn't do earlier on. Qantas will run test services of its planned 19-hour flights to determine whether passengers and crew can withstand the marathon journeys. The airline wants to operate non-stop services from Sydney to London and New York by as soon as 2022. If launched, these services would be the world's longest direct flights. And I didn't know that there hadn't been direct flights like that before. I mean, the longest I've travelled, I think, is about 13 hours to Los Angeles. I guess people that go to Australia stop off somewhere like Hong Kong or...
Yeah, you stop to refuel. You usually stop for at least a couple of hours, don't you, just to refuel somewhere. I've done it a few times.
Yeah.
In a way, I quite like the fact that you have to get off, because otherwise it really is exhausting. At least it breaks it up a bit to get off, and even if you just stay in the airport, which you usually do, it gives a break.
Yeah, the popular points are Dubai, aren't they, and Singapore and so forth. But this is the first non-stop flight, I think you said, from Sydney, did you say?
Qantas will run its services from Sydney to London and New York.
Because they've done flights already to Perth. Perth is slightly closer, being on the west coast of Australia. But 19 hours on a plane? No, I'm with Janie. I'd rather take the stopover.
I don't even think I could do it, actually, to be honest with you. This day, what year, the Beatles assemble at John Lennon's Tittenhurst Park home. You know, that's the one where he did Imagine, you know, that video? In Ascot, England, for their last ever photo session. This day, what year would you say?
Oh, last ever, it must be 69?
It is, 69, absolutely correct. Also in the anniversaries, who was Claude Debussy?
Claude Debussy was a composer, famous composer.
French composer who did da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I like that one.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What's it called, though?
I'm sorry?
What's it called?
It's called Claire de Lune, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's surprising there's not a DJ called Claire de Lune.
It's a good name.
You know, because there are DJ names like...
Robin Banks.
And all that, Anyway, Claude Debussy, 1862, French composer best known for Prelude, L'Après, Midi, un Fern and L'amour.
L'amour, as in the sea?
Yeah, but what about Claire de Lune?
Well, maybe it wasn't Claire de Lune you were singing. Maybe you got your French composers mixed up for a minute.
I don't think so.
All right.
Charlie Wilson is jailed for what and what year?
Oh, Charlie Wilson, one of the great train robbers, wasn't he?
One of the great train robbers, correct, Charlie Wilson?
64.
1963. If you're looking for some TV tonight, this caught my eye. An Octopus in My House. This is tonight at 9 o'clock. In an intriguing social and natural history experiment, Professor David Scheel introduces an octopus called Heidi to his household. Scheel and his daughter, Laurel, quickly bond with the creature that has 9 brains, 3 hearts, and blue blood. I mean, that is an experiment, isn't it?
And 8 tentacles.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure even that... Is that a reality show or not?
What is it? Is it in a tank or,
it must
or what?
be.
It's not crawling around on the sofa,
Not
is
going to put it in the bath.
I don't know. Well, perhaps they do put it in the bath,
Oh, I hope it's all right.
Well, I'm sure it will be, because the guy's a scientist of some kind. A day early, because we're off tomorrow. Here's a reminder of some of the guests we've had on this week. On Monday, the youngest ever Dragon, Sarah Davis, MBE, was on with us. Sarah's new to Dragon's Den, but she told us she nearly got to be on there as an entrepreneur.
Picture this, okay? Management students at university, Dragon's Den had just started that year. We used to huddle round the TV on a Thursday night, hanging off their every word. I mean, this was just off the scale, unbelievable. And then when I got a phone call a few months later from a researcher, they'd read about me in the papers because I'd won this big business award. Would I be interested to come on the show? I said, I'd absolutely love to. It's my favourite TV programme. And they said, fantastic, brilliant, we'll get you on. So how much money are you looking for? I said, oh no, I don't really need any money. Business is doing really well, but I'll give away a few % to get one of them dragons on board. And they just laughed at me and they said, it's not quite how it works, but would have been a lovely idea.
Paul Whitehouse and Bob Mortimer took a break from fishing to be on with us on Tuesday afternoon. They go sea fishing in an upcoming episode, and Bob had a weird remedy for seasickness.
Bob's terrified of the sea.
Terrified of the sea.
Right.
Well, I'm terrified of seasickness. I take those pills and I lick one of the pills every 5 minutes, and that works.
Just licking the pill.
Lick the pill.
Yeah.
Having already had one.
Yes.
And I did all right, and I caught a beautiful fish.
What'd you catch?
A great big sea bass.
Oh, excellent. And where were you? And were you on a moving boat?
Yeah, we were.
A moving boat.
Yeah, off Clovelly.
Cornwall.
Who's the captain? Who's the boat?
There was a captain.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't just go out together?
No, it was a salty old sea dog.
And yesterday afternoon, Imelda Staunton was on the show, ahead of starring in the brand new ITV drama A Confession. We'll also see her in a film very shortly, along with her husband, Jim Carter.
I'm doing a little bit in the Downton Abbey film.
Do you have any scenes with Carson?
Do you know, he was at the other end of the table.
Because I think you know him, don't you?
Know him quite well.
I do know him well, yeah. He was the other end of the table. I didn't even get a look, let alone a glass of claret. So it was lovely to be there. We got completely overexcited. We went to work 2 days together. It was like a couple of 9-year-olds. We were a bit giddy.
To hear all of them and every guest we have on, stream or download Steve Wright's Big Guest podcast every day on the BBC Sounds app.
You're on The Big Show.
Walking on the slide, scoping
watched it on TV yet, but I wonder if Boris is speaking any French there. Could be a thing. Shout out to our daughter Kirsty, who's getting married to her fiancé Stefan on Saturday. From a very proud and excited mum and dad, Dave and Nikki in sunny Bexhill-on-Sea. And Steve, can you give a shout out to our son Chris Ansell, who's 30 today? We're all enjoying a family holiday in Northumberland. Northumberland. Kate and Mike Ansell. Oh, yeah. I got 425, and here is Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the A1 southbound, Newcastle upon Tyne, down the Western Bypass. Now, the entry slip road at 79, so from Gosforth Park, partially blocked. There's a breakdown there, so causing queues. M62, new problem, westbound, 24 to 23. Now, there's been an accident just near to 23, so they're holding the traffic from Rishworth Moor to Ainley Top, so nothing is getting through on the westbound side. Eastbound, following the earlier accident, 21 to 22, you've still got really heavy traffic as well. The Yateses, thank you for your lovely updates, by the way. The M1 southbound at 27. Sue, the auditors just joined the motorway. There's a vehicle fire there and a fire engine, so just be aware. It looks like we've got one lane shut, or at least they're heading through there. I'm waiting for official confirmation, but there is definitely queues. The M1 on the southbound side, a little bit further down past 26, we've got a breakdown as well. A14 westbound, partially blocked with an obstruction on the road at 52 for Claydon. That's cleared, but you've still got another breakdown following that. Also on the A14, this is just in westbound at 26 St Ives, we've got a broken down lorry. Now, I know the queues are about 6 miles long on that westbound route. M5 northbound, broken down lorry at 4 for Bromsgrove has gone. M25 clockwise, breakdown between 9 and 10, Leatherhead to the A3. It's a coach. That queue, though, goes all the way around to Maple Cross. Across the top, it's queuing at 23, the A1M, with his vehicle fire, and then clockwise again, 26 to 27 for the M11. We've got another breakdown. Anti-clockwise, a big queue from 18 Chorleywood to 11 at Chertsey into the Dartford Tunnel, queuing past 3 for the M20. And the latest on the A34 at Chieveley, southbound, we've still got this fuel spillage down at the M4 causing really big queues. And the M27 finally, westbound, breakdown between 7 and 5 Southampton has finally cleared. Another one for you, half an hour.
Radio 2. Soon we'll talk to Emily Attack and Joel Dommett presenting this new ITV show, Singletown. And after our break, we're going to listen to something new from Simply Red.
Let's get down to it, boppers.
Saturday mornings with Dermot O'Leary.
Summer has arrived, kind of, and it's time to throw all your worldly belongings into the car and with the kids and the dog and the kitchen sink and head to a festival. Already we've taken Saturday breakfast to Latitude, and now it's time to hit the Cotswolds for some food and music.
Saturday breakfast, live from the Big Festival.
We'll be waking up the campers with a breakfast banquet of delights, chatting to Jody Kidd, DJ Barbecue and loads more, plus live music from Lewis Capaldi, all from Alex James's very own farm. Who knew?
Saturday morning from 8
Oh,
on
geez,
BBC Radio 2.
New to 2.
Baby, thinking of you, I will never be blue, baby. Wherever I go and whatever I do, baby, I'll be thinking of you. I will never be blue, 'cause I'm thinking of you. Baby, I'll be thinking of you. There's been too many rocks in my heart, so many soul songs tearing me apart. I need to relax and make a new start, 'cause you're the only one that gets deep in my heart. 'Cause I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. I will never be blue, baby. I've had the blues, but here's the news. Baby, I'll be thinking of you. Yeah, I will never be blue, baby, 'cause I'm thinking of you. And there's too many dreams
fuse have been blown. Just a victim of circumstance out on my own. I need to relax and make a new start, 'cause you're the only one that gets deep in my heart. 'Cause I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. I will never be blue, baby. Get up here all night long. That's right.
Ain't it funky? 4:30.
I'm thinking of you.
Hello, Steve, loving the show. Can you please say a happy birthday to our fabulous daughter Jessica, who's 14 today? Happy birthday, Jessica. She's a very special girl, and we're grateful that we're able to celebrate this with her today. Lots of love from Mum and Dad, Simon and Anita, and big sister Elizabeth. Now, here's Charlie Puth, and attention.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I'd be at one. Oh, I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. Oh, and now I'm all up on you. What you expect? But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. Baby, now that we're right here standing face to face, you already know that you won. Oh, I know that dress is karma, you regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. Now I'm all up on you. What you expect? Oh, baby, but you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Baby, you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. And now I'm all up on you. What you expect? But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new.
Welcome to Singletown. I think it used to be called London.
And it's the first time this has ever been done, so this is ours.
I'm so excited.
I know, I'm so excited.
So let me get this right. 5 couples.
Yeah.
They have a hall pass.
Yes.
To just do whatever they want for the whole time they're here.
Are they mad?
Look who we've got here. Would you like to know?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? It's Joel Dommett and Emily Akat. Joel Dommett is an actor and comedian known for his appearances in Skins, in Practical Jokers UK, and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And Emily is an actress best known for her role in The In-Betweeners, and like Joel, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Joel and Emily are now hosting, it'll end soon, ITV's new reality TV show called Singletown, which starts on Monday, September 2nd at 9 p.m. on ITV2. Now, Tim, you wrote down a list. This is what Tim thinks.
In no particular order. I just thought there were elements of Come Dine With Me, of Towie, some Big Brother, some Blind Date, and a little bit of Love Island in there. I mean, you've covered a lot of bases in this. It's fascinating stuff.
I love that you've just listed those things.
That's what I love about it. It was when we sort of got the brief for it, it really felt like it was a combination of all of the shows that I love. And hopefully not sort of watered down all of them to make a disgusting broth. It's like really lovely. Like,
it's a unique soup all on its own.
But the interesting thing is you guys are actually mentors, aren't you? And I know at the beginning you were a little bit nervous about that. Emily, you were saying, I don't think I've been a mentor before ever.
Well, what I discovered that actually being a mentor doesn't mean that you have to necessarily be a know-it-all. I can use all the mistakes I've made in my love life, in relationships, and that's actually a better mentor to look to rather than somebody who has just kind of had a really easy ride of
so
things
you were glad
like
you
that.
didn't have to be perfect then?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they're more comfortable with that as well, that I can sit there and go, don't do that. We're there to tell them this could be the most enjoyable experience of their lives if they really embrace it and remember why they're there.
So you're the hosts, basically. Each couple will have a different reason for putting their relationships on ice. That's their real relationships outside of the show, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. They essentially get a hall pass for 3 weeks and they decide whether they want to stick with the relationship or continue as a single person.
Do we get to hear from the people that they're splitting from temporarily?
yeah, so basically they go into Singletown.
So they're both going in?
Yes.
Joel looks after one half of the couple, I look after the other. They tell each other their reasons why they think they should do this, and then they go off, live their single life, and then at the end of each week they come back together and they decide if they want to stick or twist with their partner.
Well, what happens is, I mean, I've only seen the first episode, but they get to mix and see the temptation that the other person is dealing with. And there lies the drama.
The good thing about it is, though, is that they're both in the same boat, so it's not as if one person's going off being single, leaving the other one at home to fester in it. They've both agreed to it. They're both living a single life.
What's lovely about it is that in certain relationships, they realise that the relationship is toxic and that it's bad for them, and they split up and they find new partners. And in other relationships, they figure out that they really love each other and it's worth it. So it definitely doesn't turn out the way you think it's going to.
It seems to me that people change as well, because some of the guys and girls that went in were very confident they were going to do this and they were going to do that, and it didn't always work out that way, did it?
No.
It's very strange because, you know, when you're in a relationship and everyone's telling you that it's wrong, you just see these people that are in maybe a toxic relationship that's not great, and just see them kind of learning that is fascinating.
Talking about I'm a Celebrity, what are your feelings about that show, and what are your feelings about how you did?
Well, it's very fresh for you.
I mean, we talk about it a lot because it's obviously something we have in common. And Joe actually said earlier, there's only about 200 people that know what that experience is like. And I feel so lucky that I got to do that. And yes, it was hard, but it was also the best thing in the world. I was so lucky with the situation, and I think the same with you. We loved the group we were with, which meant that they could bring the best out in us. And I think the stars just kind of aligned for us in that way. And the timing was perfect, and we were in the right places in our lives to do it, and it just worked out the way it did.
You guys, of course, are celebrities, and you would be aware of the fact that if you're in I'm a Celebrity, then, of course, you know it's a show. And I'm not saying that you would perform, but you just would be aware of that. So now in this show, Singletown, these regular folk, they eventually start to know that they're being followed everywhere, because you can't miss a camera on you in a restaurant, can you? So would you say that they're playing up to it, or would you say that they're forgetting about the cameras eventually?
I actually think that you become less aware as you go on. I think at first you're very aware, but you actually see as it goes on, they become very comfortable.
It's such a nice bunch of kids.
Yeah.
They're so lovely. And
we said we felt like their parents at the end.
Oh, God.
Because they started rolling their eyes when we walked in the room rather than being excited when we were there.
You can see Joel Dommett and Emily Atack hosting Singletown starting Monday, September 2nd at 9 p.m. on ITV2. Good to see you both again. Thank you very much, and good luck with it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gibson Brothers, Cuba. Shout out to Dave. All right, Dave and Steve on their way home from London for a 9-day holiday. Steve and team, can you give a shout out and some motivation as we're driving back to Hay-on-Wye after being on the Isles of Harris and Lewis for a week? Only 450 miles to go. Cheers, Steve, from Dillian Debs. Thanks to Zoe for looking after the horses. Zoe loves horses.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
And can you say a huge well done to our daughter Jess? She worked really hard and got 4 A's and 2 A's in her GCSE from Mum, Dad, Sister Lucy and all the family who are proud of her. I'm sorry, that's 4 A stars and 2 A's in her GCSE. Wow, we're so proud of her. They're in Cardiff.
Are you ready? Their music took the world by storm.
We all sang. It was a reflection of our feelings.
This weekend,
Let's hit it.
BBC Radio 2 celebrates Mottown Records' 60th anniversary on Friday night at 8.
We turn the Hackney Empire into our very own Hitsville, USA with a Friday night is Music Night Motown Special.
And on Saturday and Sunday night at 9.
Hi, it's Tony Blackburn. I'll be taking a look back from our archives with a 2-part series with Motown at the BBC.
You've given us so much music.
Motown at 60 on BBC Radio 2.
This is a shout out to my ex. Heard he in love with some other chick. Yeah, that hurt me, I'll admit. Forget that, but I'm over it. I hope she getting better. Hope she ain't faking it like I did, babe. Took so long, you said call it quits. Forget that, but I'm over it. Guess I should say thank you for the hate juice and the tattoos. Oh, baby, I'm cool, by the way. Ain't sure I loved you anyway. Go ahead, babe, I'ma live my life, yeah. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey, look at me now. I'm on the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey, look at me now. I'm on the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down. Oh, I deleted all your pics, then blocked your number from my phone. Yeah, you took all you could get, but you ain't getting this done no more. Cause now I'm living so legit, even though you broke my heart in two, baby. But I snap right back, I'm so brand new, baby. I'm so brand new. Boy, read my lips, I'm over you, over you. Yes, I should say thank you for the hate you and the tattoos. Oh, baby, I'm cool, by the way. It's sure I love you anyway. Go ahead, babe, I'ma live my life, yeah.
My Ex. Now, here's the Bobster.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, A1 southbound, Newcastle upon Tyne, the Western Bypass, the entry slit road at Gosforth Path 79. You can get past it, but there is a broken down vehicle there, so it's a little bit slow. M62 westbound, 23 to 22 at Rishworth Moor. They were holding the traffic to move this accident. They have actually reopened all the lanes, but you've still got this huge queue behind it. Similar situation on the eastbound. About an hour ago, they reopened all the lanes 21 to 22 eastbound, but again, you've still got a big queue. So either way, you're going to find it slow going, but you can get through. That's the good news. M1 southbound, 29 to 28 down towards Alfreton. We've got a broken down vehicle, so one lane is shut. That's causing queues back to 29 at Chesterfield. Then we've got the southbound vehicle fire, 27 to 26 down to Nottingham and Eastwood. We've got two lanes shut, so past Hucknall, queues are really starting to build with this fire. The fire is out, but I say it's slow northbound as well. Problems for the A14 westbound, 31 at Girton to Huntington at 23. Slow traffic through the roadworks. Also westbound, 26 St Ives to 25 at Hemmingford Abbots. We've also got the broken down lorry. And the A14 eastbound at 23 Spittles Interchange. Going off onto the exit slit road, we've got a broke down there as well, causing queues. M25 clockwise, one big queue from 9 Leatherhead, partly because of the breakdown before the A3 at junction 10. Goes all the way to 17. Across the top, 23 the A1M is heavy. 26 to 27 towards the M11. There's another breakdown. Anti-clockwise slow, 26 to 25. Then there's another anti-clockwise queue all the way from 18, where we've got a vehicle fire just past Chorley Wood even, and it goes around to 11 at Chertsey, and it's still queuing into the Dartford Tunnel, says Dave, from just before the M20. Finally, A34 at Chieveley, southbound, the accident just before the M4. Now that is still there. We've got one lane closed, so it's causing big queues around the junction and on the A34, worth avoiding if you can. I'll be back with another one for you in half an hour.
Thank you very much, Bobby. Great job.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Oh, yes. Coming up to 11 minutes to 5 from Radio 2.
picture that's so bright, you're my delight. And that's why I love you so. I played around with love before. I was silly, and you know that I played the fool. But then you came into my life and you changed that. 'Cause I know what I want and where it's at with you. Somebody to treat me right. Since I found you, I'm in love with
Gavin with No G. I'm very, very nearly in DJ Silly Boy mood. Thursday afternoon from Radio 2. Here's the lineup. Vanessa Feltz, of course, at 5, sitting in for Sarah Cox, Joe Wiley. Filmmaker Sam Taylor-Johnson talks to Joe about her new film and ahead of Foo Fighters headlining Reading and Leeds this weekend, Joe chats to Dave Grohl.
BBC Radio 2 is celebrating 60 years of Motown.
And this Monday is Motown Monday.
I just love this tune. From midday, we'll be counting down the top 100 downloaded and streamed Motown songs of all time.
And from 6, join me, Ken Bruce, for Motown Covered. We'll hear the likes of Emily Sandé, James Morrison and Jack Savaretti performing classic tracks live from the Radio 2 piano room.
Motown Monday.
Monday from midday
on BBC Radio 2.
Returning for Factoids, Janie Lee Grace.
Over the last 150 years, the average height of people in industrialised nations has increased by about 4 inches.
Tim, what you got?
Where does the phrase red tape come from, do you think?
Oh, is it because you would put a piece of red tape across a door to stop you going through, so it blocks you, kind of thing?
Good answer, kind of.
I don't think so. Red tape, okay, meaning, have to go through a whole palaver.
Yeah, bureaucracy,
Yeah, something to do with, I know this is going to sound unusual, with blood?
No, nothing to do with blood.
Is it on an envelope?
Kind of, yeah. It's to do with red tape. It was the stuff used by bureaucrats in the 19th century to tie together packets of official documents.
Yeah, that's interesting, because sometimes you hear, folk abroad talking about red tape, and you think, how do they possibly know what that means?
Well, I suppose it's gone around the world, because bureaucracy, I mean, you're going to find that everywhere, aren't you?
You certainly are, yeah, exactly. Do you know any organisation with bureaucracy?
No.
No, not a way.
Factoids.
Song about you, and then I decided that I would write it all about love. Then it appeared to me that you wasn't happy, and that's for sure, positively. That's what the world is made of. So give me more L-O-V-E love. Love is a walk down Main Street. Love is an apple, honey, so sweet. Love is something that can't be beat. L-O-V-E is strange to me. Oh, I can't explain this feeling. Can't you see that salvation is free? All in the heavens, can't you see? You can always depend on me to give you love. Love is a fire in my soul. Love is a story that can't be told. Can't you feel it burning more and more? Stop and look at the big wheel roll. I can't explain this feeling. That salvation is free. I would give my life for the glory, just to be able to tell the story.
See, when people play Al Green, they play I'm so in love with you. And I thought, what about L-O-V-E love, Al Green? Sounds great, don't it?
A sweet story I thought I had, but maybe time will bring us together, and I can be such a happy
most unusual thing I've ever seen looking through the glass. Vanessa is here with her producer Louise, and they're line dancing to that. That is something new and different. This is Kygo, Whitney Houston. Higher Love on Radio 2.
Think about it. There must be a higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind what could be. Oh, oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love? I keep thinking of. Bring me higher love. Bring me higher love. Oh, bring me higher love. Worlds are turning, and we're just hanging on, facing our fear and standing out there alone. I yearn, yeah, and it's real to me. There must be someone who's feeling for me. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind, and what could.
And yes, that is so powerful.
Bring me a higher love.
Kygo and Whitney, Higher Love.
Bring me a higher love. Oh, BBC Radio 2.
Sorry, was that a bit loud? We gotta go. Now, we're off tomorrow, but see you for Love Songs, 9 a.m. on Sunday. Good evening. Stand by after the news for Vanessa Feltz. Good evening.